This episode brought to you by Murder Costumes.
Whoa. Before we get anything started with this movie, we have to talk about something. I went and saw Halloween Kills 2 nights ago as of the release of this, and oh my God. So now I just had a negative review of Eternals, and then I saw this movie, and it is a stinker. And all I thought through the course of this movie is like, am I ever going to see a good movie in the theater again? It was horrifying. Not like in a horror way, just like everything they did. I'll tell you the things I did like. I liked that they tried to tell kind of a little bit of backstory that we didn't see before. I liked that before we even get into this, we're going to have some spoilers in this one. So if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead to the time code below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you are listening to this on podcast, just skip ahead a bunch and you'll know. If you hear Todd talking, you've gone too far. But I liked they brought back Dr. Loomis via some version of special effects, which was pretty cool. And I liked all that. And they actually completed, so people who don't know, is that this new Halloween trilogy is a direct sequel to the first Halloween, and it's completely negating Halloween's 2, 4, 5, Halloween H2, everything basically onward. So in this one, you actually see Michael Myers get arrested at what would be the end of events from the original movie. And then from there, things just kind of go on. But oh my God, what to get into. I can't get into everything because this isn't going to be long. But Michael Myers getting like personally creative with his kills. Like usually the writer creates a cool kill because it's like, oh, the guy's on the bed and he folds the bed in half, or like he sticks the guy to a door or something like that. But now like Michael was literally looking at stuff and like he had a knife and he's like, nah. So he pulls out a fluorescent light and smashes it. He's like, yeah, this'll do. And then does it. And then kills another couple and poses them exactly like the photo in their room, and then plays a record. Like he's got some kind of weird like serial killer MO instead of just being the pure evil that he is, which should just be hacking and slashing through. And don't get me wrong, he does that a couple of times and he just bams through. But also that's even a thing because he's like ducking and dodging and he's got like fight moves instead of just kind of being the brute force that he's supposed to be. Then obviously they just went heavy on message with the whole mob mentality thing and all of that. And when that lesson is learned, it reminded me a lot of Volcano. If you remember the scene in Volcano when you had the racist cops and then the black guys that they arrested and all that stuff, and then they're helping each other, and then all the ash comes down and they look at each other and you can see that they're realizing we're all the same color. Like there was that moment in this one too. And I'm just like, what is happening? And it took forever too, because it basically panned across the face of every single actor in this movie. Another thing I did like, though, they used a lot of actors from the original series. The nurse who gets attacked in the vehicle when Michael escapes from the mental institution. The little girl who played Lindsay in the first one, she was in it. Tommy Doyle, the character, was in the movie, but he's played by a different actor. Anthony Michael Hall plays him in this, but it's because he's got a bigger part, and I'm sure that the other guy did not continue acting or whatever reason that they didn't go with that. So there was those kind of things, and it was just, ugh. And on top of all that, they basically pinned Jamie Lee Curtis, who should be the star of this whole thing, to the hospital for the entire course of the movie. So she's in it, but not a ton. And Jamie Lee Curtis is the best, and you don't put Jamie in the corner. So that would just... And the one thing that's really funny is a big part of that movie is in the movie that we're doing here, Halloween 5. There is a chunk when a group at a bar gets together and is like, we're going to go get him, blah, blah, blah. It's Michael. He's back. We're going to go kill him. And that exact same thing happens. And I was getting a lot of parallels, which made me want to talk about this during this little movie. So again, I'm not going to go too crazy into it. It sucked. It was really bad. And this one, while it has a lot of weird ideas and stuff like that, at least for the 80s, early 90s, they were trying to go with something to keep this franchise moving along instead of just being, oh, he's back. All right, cool. Like they were trying to explain it because I guess, I don't know, people were looking for enough of a story at the time. So good on them for trying. I wouldn't say it was successful, but I mean, the movie was at least fun to watch. Halloween Kills, not so much. Let's get back to that movie.
This episode brought to you by Murder Costumes, and they now come in junior sizes. Keep on slicing, kids.
Hey everybody, we're watching Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I am Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And it has been a long time since we've been in the same room
Yes,
together.
it has. For legal reasons. The sanctions have been lifted.
Very excited though. We're back. We're recording a couple episodes tonight, but this being the most important one.
That's right.
Happy Halloween, bitches.
Happy Halloween. And it's funny that the other one comes out. It was out right now in
Yes.
theaters, and we're watching this one.
Yes. Halloween Kills, this one blows. Mm-hmm. We'll find out. I don't remember.
see.
I don't remember a ton about this one.
I
honestly.
think I remember more than you.
You do
Maybe
because
not.
you do because you were like, is this the one that you mentioned? A couple
Right.
of things,
This
and
is
I'm
the
like,
one. I
happen to know
really,
this.
really like this one, I think.
I think I love this one. Okay. All right. Well, there's
This is
only
the
one thing to do.
revenge.
It is the revenge. And there's only one thing to do. That's press play.
Now.
Yeah, we did it. No, I didn't play. Let's press play.
Now.
Yeah, we did it. Guys, it's going great. I meant to
What
actually
a
have that
time.
down on this screen, but
I was out at sea for 3 weeks straight. It was friggin' awful.
Good
Yeah,
lord.
it wasn't awful, but it was tiring.
Donald
Whoa,
Pleasance.
whoa, geez, 5. Scream 5's coming out. I saw the preview, man. I was like, right on.
It
I was
does
like, I'm
look-
so on board.
It looks good. We actually showed Scream to the kids.
What do they think? Did they scream?
Abby loved it.
Yeah, I showed a bunch of kids the thing, and they just like laughed their way through it. I was like, this is terrifying.
I was never.
Kids.
I don't know. I was never afraid of anything. Like she wouldn't watch because Reese insisted on watching Nightmare on Elm Street, and we're like, okay, we watched it during the day. We made it as like
Because those are the demands you have to listen to. How old is he?
he's 6.
A 6-year-old. Yeah,
no,
you can
but-
just be like, yo, I don't think so,
No,
kid.
but
Like,
well, I could have, but I mean, it was a pretty awesome request.
wait,
so-
man, I was just gonna pit. Was he scared?
Yeah, but like jump scares, not like Freddy's so scary. Like,
But he wasn't like coming into your room after and being like, I'm
No,
terrified.
no.
Freddy's after me.
No, he had a little hard time going to sleep at first, and Carrie's like, it's the movie, and then he went right to sleep, and I'm like, no, it's nothing. Don't you worry about it.
These kids are tough now, man.
We were tough then, though. We were watching these movies when we were 5.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Yeah, we
wasn't even
were.
a question. My father would
Yeah.
like keep me up and like I
He's
told
like,
the
you're
story
not going
before.
to bed yet.
I've told the story before. My, you know those days when you're up sick and you like get to stay up and watch TV with your parent or whatever.
Yeah.
My dad was watching the friggin' Gates of Hell, like a hardcore Italian horror movie.
Yeah, that's
And the
hella.
the only scene I remember is a guy drives up and there's a priest hanging from a tree. And then he's staring at the priest, and the priest opens his eyes. Then blood starts coming out of the guy's eyes. Then it goes back to the guy, and then his guts start coming out of his mouth.
He's like throwing up all his insides.
Yep. And I'll tell you, the best parenting my father ever did, female directed too, Domenico Otethin Gerard. But he made it funny. He made it slow-mo, and then he made it go backwards. He's like, look at it all go back in and stuff. Make it silly. And it's the same thing.
Look at it all.
Yep.
Well, because it's just a movie. Okay, wait, we're in the end of.
Yes. Yeah, this is doing the Karate Kid thing
Yes,
where
I
we
love
have
this.
to watch the end of the
No, they
previous
got to make the movie at least past 90 minutes. So
Yeah. But they changed aspects of it too.
I think David Gordon Green is now. I don't like that mask.
that was the worst mask
I
of
do
the whole
not like
series.
that mask at all.
It looks like a dollar store version of a Halloween mask.
And it was like pretty cheese.
It was really cheap.
Oh, there she is. Not Becky's friend. Darlene's friend. Oh, his hand's still moving.
That could be anything though.
I do believe 4 was the one that we saw. all that stuff. I'm sure we watched it.
This is because you mentioned the laundry hamper thing, but when in my research, the laundry hamper scene happens in this.
Oh, okay, cool. This is a good one. I told you.
Yeah. Get out.
See, this is the one mask I'm gonna get my buddy to get me.
Yeah.
Because the Devil's Latex. Yo, anybody, if the Devil's Latex, anybody from that show hears about this or watches this, I've been trying to get a hold of you guys to get masks for like the longest time. And now I'm forced to go to this Frightmare in the Falls biz.
Yeah.
Not forced, I would go to it anyways, right?
Yeah.
But it sounds better if I say forced. I deserve a discount.
Yes.
Let's rate. This guy does ratings of things. He'll rate your masks. Let me have them for free.
7.
Fuck off.
No, I don't know, but you didn't say what it was out of, so that could be really good. That could be out of 5.
That was terrible.
Oh, it was out of 100.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
That mask got a better rating.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I mispronounced her name earlier. It's Dominica Othenin-Garrard, or Othenin-Garrard. She was the director of After Darkness, The Omen 4. She's done a ton of German movies. She was the associate director, though, on Halloween Kills, the one that's currently coming out. So this could not be better timing.
So did he fall into a well? I missed it.
I don't know. No,
He fell into a well or something. They shot him, and I think he fell into the well, and then it showed that they threw dynamite down in it, but I think he broke through the well and is now...
Yeah.
Showed him crawling around.
So this version of Michael Myers is played by Don Shanks. He's a stuntman. He's actually Native American too, so he's the only Native American to play the Shape.
Oh, cool!
During the whole thing.
The Shape. I dig that nickname. The Shape.
Yes.
How's he still going? He just got shot like 1,000,000 times.
Well, how are we going to ask this question on part 5 when we didn't ask it on 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, we didn't ask it on 3 because he wasn't there, but he was probably being riddled with bullets. Wouldn't that be amazing if during Halloween 3 it cut to a news story and it just showed Michael Myers just being like... I would be very on board with that.
You know what? Because I was thinking of it being like in the water. Like it didn't seem like it was very deep, but still like having a mask on and doing that, it would suck.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like Lance Henriksen's brother.
That does totally look like Lance Henriksen's brother. Good call. I want this. Michael Myers will kill you.
Like he's read the stories, so he knows.
Yeah, he gets
Like he's not that far down the street. So don't you think they would really, really right now be looking to make sure that he's dead and like... Oh, this is now new. Not new, but this is... Because the end of it was they just shot him a bunch of times. He fell into the well.
It's crazy to me that you brought up that this guy looks like Lance Henriksen's brother, because this does not look exactly like a place from Pumpkinhead.
Oh, totally.
That looks like this is like Pumpkinhead's lair. Like
this is like the guy who watches the place when Pumpkinhead goes out.
Yeah, I'm Pumpkinhead's groundskeeper.
Very misunderstood. Nice guy. 1 year. So Michael Myers has been hanging out at this guy's house for a year.
Remember, he only kills on Halloween, right? So he's got to wait. Like once November 1st hits, you're like, damn it. And you got to wait till the next one.
But he was always after his family.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I guess in the new ones, he's just killing everybody.
No, he still is because what's her face? Jamie is supposed to be Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter. I don't know where she is in the picture and like that. So they never really explain anything. But they even say in
she's in the loony bin for kids.
Yeah, but remember when they were at the school and she said, Jamie's uncle's the boogeyman. Jamie's uncle's the boogeyman. Like, so he had one sister.
Right.
And that was Jamie Lee Curtis.
They took that away in the new ones. He just doesn't like her.
Yeah. Well, no, and the reason being for that was because it wasn't supposed to be the sister. And until we talked about it in Halloween 2, and that was like just a drunken thing that dude came up with. So this was part of part 4.
This was like the end.
Yes, this was the very end. This was actually one of the many similarities with Friday the 13th 4 and 5. Because Friday the 13th 4 ends with, what's his face there?
They were just like...
Anyways, but like in part 4 ends with Corey Feldman becoming the killer.
Right.
In the same way and all that, and then being like crazy in the next one.
Yeah, like he's lost
like
it,
that.
yeah.
So it's the same thing. In this one, she's mute, and in that one, he barely speaks.
That's what happens when you take on the traits of the person you oh my god.
Yeah. So initially...
Whoa. They have like a mind meld?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, did he somehow pass on...
Yeah. Well, there's a scene in the fourth one, which we saw in this, where she touches his hand while he's down. And then maybe, I think that they're now trying to play on some kind of supernatural weirdness.
Yeah, like they're connected somehow.
This reminds me the most of Jaws 4, in that maybe the fourth is just that they need a new explanation.
Oh.
Hey, but once you've passed the trilogy, you now have to explain why these things are still going on. And because Jaws remember Jaws 4, there's like he hunts them down to like go to like Barbados or whatever, and Jaws comes all the way from, or like one of the other sharks comes all the way from Barbados to wherever. But if you read the novelization of the movie, you actually find out that there's like a voodoo curse on the family, on Roy Scheider's family.
Right.
And that's why all this is happening.
This guy took care of you for like a year, bud. You could have just walked out.
Yeah.
He got his back to you.
Yeah. This is another weird mask too, because like you'll notice that there's actually bits of it that are like Velcroed on. And so it's like another cheap version of the mask.
Oh my God, I'm sure he just kills the guy. What was he lying in the bed for 1 year?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to take the dump of a lifetime after he murders this guy.
Oh, just an angry,
Just a year dump right into the crick.
Yeah. So the movie was written by Shem Bitterman, which is a fantastic name. He wrote this was his first ever movie, but he wrote movies Peephole and The Job later on. Not a distinguished career because his name's Shem Bitterman.
That's
you can't all be like Bloodsport's Sheldon Lettich.
They have some kind of psychic connection now.
Yeah. But that's the thing is you get to a certain point and you're like, okay, we have to explain, like, because the first thing you said, why is he taking so many bullets? Like, we have to create yes. Leave her. He was really upset with this movie because the initial treatment for this movie was completely different, and he liked it.
Right.
And agreed to do it, and then they changed it.
Oh, and then he gets on set and they're like, this is totally not what you agreed on before.
So essentially what was supposed to happen is this was supposed to be a dual antagonist movie where Michael and her were off killing.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if as a team, but they're both out there.
Well, no, because they're both connected. So when he's killing, she's killing, right?
Yeah. So there was that kind of thing. So he was so into that. He's like, what a payoff to the end of the last movie. And he was really excited about that. And she was going to be like considerably later. It was going to be like 10 years later. She was going to basically, I think he was basically her doctor the same way that he was Michael's doctor. So it was basically,
it would make sense.
It was the same thing over again.
But he would be the one who knew the most about Michael Myers to be able to treat her new possession.
Yeah. But he was going to be like, but the whole thing was that she was going to be like 15 years old or 16 years old or something like that, just older in general. And then so you'd have them both off and doing their thing, and they just totally changed that because the higher ups were really, they wanted her back because the producer had already promised her that she could come back for the next movie.
Right.
And he didn't want to break that. I don't know if they had contracts in place or anything like that, but he didn't want to break that. And then she
can still be in flashbacks.
Yeah, but then so then that obviously brought her back down to this age. But then he was like, okay, now it doesn't play very well to have like this like 10-year-old weird serial killer. He's like, I don't really like that. So they changed it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Fucking right. Like little Mikey.
Mm-hmm. I'm weirded out. And again, I'm not.
It always has to be her. Yeah. They have to be like the goofy, like, hey, party, like friend.
Yeah, of course.
Did they, wait a second, did they all just break into the loony bin to visit her? Like, what is the deal here?
They came in the window.
No, she was there.
Oh, no, but the other girl came in the window.
And a dog.
Yes, and
they're on the third floor, bud.
Yeah, well, the hind legs got some haunches on him. You're fine. The dog bites the guy's throat. Can I just say how much I love Donald Pleasance?
Anyway, it's fucking awesome.
Like, Donald Pleasance and Alec Guinness to me are the same person in a lot of ways, and I just love both of them so much. But it's just, he doesn't do a ton in terms of changing himself as an actor, kind of like a Michael Caine.
Right, exactly.
He's who he is. And
most of them are.
And he fits it immediately because he just is who he is. And you're like, oh yeah, I buy him as this because he's like Donald Pleasance. I didn't like though, like again, not a master of mental health by any means, and if you can't tell about that, just listen to me talk for 5 minutes. But Like, I'm weirded out that she's so happy and whatever, but she's still mute. Like, I feel like that there's, like, the trauma is the reason that she's mute, but if she can get those levels of joy from the people that she loves and stuff, that she wouldn't be.
Oh, come on now. You don't even know.
No, but that's the point. That's the first thing I said is I don't even know.
Come on now.
I have no clue.
She's all messed up.
I know. So.
I think in the end she's going to be like, Michael! And he's going to, like, look at her.
That would be amazing.
I don't know. Maybe that is the end where she's going to scream and that'll stop him from killing her.
Yeah. Another way, too, Donald Pleasance is just a particularly awesome dude. He had the biggest trailer of any of the stars in the movie.
Of course. He's motherfucking Donald Pleasance.
I agree. But then I guess they gave Danielle Harris, the little girl, they gave her a tiny trailer, despite the fact she's also got her family and stuff. Like they have, like, they're basically a whole family sharing that trailer. And the mom went and just kind of complained. It was like, we're really kind of cramped in there and all that. So Donald Pleasance just gave them his trailer.
No way.
He's like, I'll take yours. It's just me.
It's just me in there.
So he's a problem solver. So they picked a different house to be the Myers house this time. But it's, it sells. You just say it's the Myers house. You don't really remember the architecture of the first one.
Michael Myers loves killing dogs.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that is the thing.
Oh, fuck. He's right there.
Well, of course. That's where he goes on Halloween. We had our paths that we went on Halloween. So does he.
That's true, right?
Right?
That's what he's used to, right? Oh, yeah, totally.
No doubt.
Yeah, I want to see the mask again. I don't know if I'm digging this mask.
I'm not a fan of this mask, but I think the white part is better than the fourth movie.
Right.
But the hair is worse.
It's worse.
Like this.
He's got the same mask on. Like in the new one, it's all charred up and like fucked up looking because he was, through his exploits in the first movie there. Mm-hmm. I love when they feed dogs in movies. It's always just like a thing out of a can or just a big old handful of kibble.
And the worst part is because that acting secret for when you're eating is to take teeny tiny bites. If you take any bites at all, most actors just move their food around on the plate and don't take bites because you're doing 20 takes, and if you're eating for continuity, that means you have to eat every take,
right?
And then you're dying at the end.
He just cut her across huffing markers.
Yeah. So you feed the dog, he comes up and does it. You have to do that a bunch of times. You're feeding this dog like 10 cans of food.
Do you really have to feed the dog that many times? Like I'm sure the dog eating will be,
No,
the dog's just not eating his kibble right. We need another angle.
He screwed up his blocking.
Get the dog in here.
Yeah. Okay, director, can I get a read on this dog eating dog food?
I think the blonde girl here really reminds me of. That's the best. She can't even scream.
Yeah.
You just pick on her so bad. She can't even scream. She can't even scream. No scream.
Are we not considering that she's mute because Loomis is constantly looming over her? He's just like,
I call him Loomis.
He's evil. Now you're
She reminds me of the girl that was in the show with Ron Eldard and Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
She's a blonde girl. What the hell is her name? Are you in the shower? That's when Michael watches you.
Yeah. Why? Who is wet and lays down on their bed?
Movie people who don't actually sleep in that bed.
Good answer.
Right? What the fuck?
I gotta tell you, the last several movies we've done, you've been the sole source of wisdom.
What the fuck? Right?
I have the knowledge, but you have the wisdom every time.
Oh fuck. There's a lot of Michael in this one, man. I think 4 was a lot. Well, if they call it the Revenge of Michael Myers, it better be a lot of Michael Myers.
But we're only minutes into this.
I know, so we've seen him a lot.
Yeah. But
usually it takes a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, at part 5, it's what's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Michael Myers.
Well, again, Jaws 1, you hide the shark. Jaws 4, he's on land. He's walking around. He's got lines.
He's actually the sheriff of the town now.
Yeah, there's it does a smash cut going into his face, going, "Ain't this a bitch?"
I think Jaws could now be played by King Shark. That could be the role he was born to play.
But is it Sylvester Stallone King Shark or animated?
We'll go with the animated guy. We'll go with the animated guy.
Ron Funches, man. Yep. He was pissed.
Yep.
By the way, that he did not get the opportunity to play
Because
King
they have to
Shark.
make it a star. It's got to be another celebrity, right?
But when it comes to voice, like, it was the same thing. I had the exact same problem with Vin Diesel as Groot. Not that I don't like Vin Diesel as Groot, but it could have been anybody because it didn't matter.
Well, exactly, but they need a name. They want a name.
But did they not have enough names? Like, I feel
guess
like
not.
Bradley Cooper as...
Oh, look.
Like, Bradley Cooper... Uh-oh. Yeah, Bradley Cooper as Rocket made more sense because he was an emoting character.
Well, and he's got a lot of lines, too.
Yeah, and he's got
makes sense.
he's got a lot of lines. That makes sense to me. But the I am Groot, like, literally, you could have had me just walk in and say, I am Groot.
And then change the pitch, and then
just on a keyboard,
Yeah.
go, I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot. And like, just like, they could have done that.
I
And like,
listen to do that all night.
like, okay, that's going to be the rest of my things.
That's it.
I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot. Shut the fuck up, dude. God.
Oh, Groot.
That kid looks like Charles Fleischer.
Yes, I believe that is him. Charles Fleischer.
I just saw him. What were we watching? Oh, he was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
I think they should because I was going to say before, like, David Gordon Green's now doing Pinhead, I think, and it's like a female Pinhead.
Yes, she looks good. It's a trans woman.
Yeah.
This Pinhead.
And I'm like, right on, that looks cool.
Yep. Well, and I'm the thing.
But I feel like they need to do a redo of Jason and Freddy, not together.
Yeah.
But I want to see a real brutal Freddy. Like, I don't want Freddy turning them into pizzas and shit. I want them, like, sticking his nails through their eyes and, like, ripping their faces apart and cutting their limbs off. And
You know what made me laugh, though, about watching? Because I hadn't seen Nightmare on Elm Street in a really long time, like the first one. I usually watch the silly middle ones, like 3 and 4 specifically.
yeah, I like them.
I know, I like them too, but it's just like those are the ones where I'm more compelled to watch it if it's on. And I was watching this, and then I realized that a certain point happens, and it just becomes the silly movie. Like, it's
Right.
super serious.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, it's super serious, and then you get to, like, the point where she pulls him out of the dream, and then it's a fucking Home Alone thing. She set traps around the
sets
house.
traps.
She's got, like, he opens the door and a sledgehammer hits him in the belly, and he oversells it. Like, Daniel Stern might as well have been Freddy at that point. He's like, oh!
I just
Like,
like
it might
the
as
way
well
he
like, hit
runs
him in the
around.
nut. Yeah.
When he's like, he's got his arms out and he's like running like.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of, ha. But that was another thing I did to show Reese that I'm like, Freddy's not scary. I showed him the picture that's up there. I can't.
You're like, that's him
Yeah,
right there.
I'm like, that's him. He's wearing his glove and he's with Daddy and Auntie right there. And
That's a
he's
cool
nice guy.
picture, man.
He's so good.
He seems like he's having a good time.
Dude, he's so good.
He seems like
That's
he's having
why-
a total good time.
That's why right now, like, I wouldn't do the photo opportunities right now because I've seen a lot of them and, like, they're so happy. There's literally a barrier between the person and you. So it's like
Oh,
you go in.
now.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I'll wait until we're past that before I take part in any of those again. Because it's
Exactly.
because that's the fun of it. Like, look, and there's same with
Oh, he looks like
Sean
he looks like
Astin.
he's having the bag.
yeah. Well, he had just run a marathon. He was literally still sweating.
Oh,
from
no
running,
way!
but,
Like he just showed up from a marathon.
That's the medal around his neck. That's
Oh.
Sean Astin. He ran the Niagara Falls Marathon, and while we were all waiting, he popped his head out because he got here, and his hair was still wet. Like, he showered at the hotel and came directly there.
Sweet.
And he's like, now I've got a thing. He's like, some people might want me to take off the medal. Some people might want me to have the medal on. Just let's have a vote right now, and I'm gonna leave it so I don't have to keep taking it on, putting it off, taking it on, putting it on, taking it off. So everybody's like, hey, keep it. You earned it. Leave it on.
Yeah,
Like,
leave
go
it.
for it. And so everybody was cool with that. And then so that's
like
why
that he
he
took
turned
a
it medal.
vote, so just have to take it off and on all day.
Yeah, which I get. Also, I don't like when people make weird demands of celebrities like that. No, take that off. Yeah, do your dance. Do
Come on now, just take the freaking picture. Yeah,
Like, well, just be like,
say
hey.
your line. He's
Yeah.
like, what line? Say your line.
And there's so many people like that too. Do the like.
Say
like,
potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes.
Yes.
But yeah, that shit just drives me nuts, man. And so
I tell him to fuck right up.
yeah.
That's it. That's as far as his memory
Yes.
goes back.
Exactly. And it's always been like that. So he was able to remember at 12,
Yeah.
he was able to remember his birth.
Yes,
But then he
but
turned
then-
13 and
yep.
then it started to be.
Then he loses a year.
Yeah.
But he remembers those 12 years perfectly.
You know, I feel bad for Donald Pleasance because he had to have all this like makeup. Like it's like not huge makeup, but it's significant. It's significant enough that he would have had to show up really early to get his makeup and stuff done.
It's movies for you, bud.
But it's subtle enough that it's like it didn't really even need to be there. He's got wrinkles. You could have said those.
I would have loved to. I'd love to sit in the makeup chair for hours.
Oh,
fucking A, get the full experience, but fall asleep in the chair like in these Marvel ones.
Oh, those guys.
I show up on set 2 weeks before I have to film. I live in the chair, poop in the chair. They feed me intravenously through a tube, and then I'm Thanos.
Yeah, I get it. That stuff drives me nuts. Is whenever I see somebody fall asleep in a place where I know I couldn't possibly fall asleep, I get mad.
Oh, I know. I couldn't either. Because eventually you pat. Oh, see what kind of chips you got.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of footage too on, especially on most movies, but like there was a lot of Lord of the Rings ones, and they had a thing with what's his face, Elijah Wood, where he would be asleep anywhere. Like there's literally like fire everywhere and people running and screaming, and he's like he's like
curled up.
He's sitting on a hay bale in like the director's row, kind of like the tent, and he's just like asleep. And you're just like, how?
You gotta however you can, bud.
I know, right?
Why doesn't anybody listen to the goddamn dog?
I know, dogs are never lying.
Like, oh my god, this dog is like the #1 Michael Myers. Like he knows when he's there.
Yeah, when a dog barks...
detector. He's like the Michael Myers detector, and everybody's like, oh, the dog's barking at the house again.
Yeah. When a dog barks, that's true evil. And what happened when you walk into my house every single time?
The dog barks.
The dog barks like fucking crazy.
Oh my god, you're right.
And such big dog energy from my little 4-pound dog.
Go take a shower.
Yeah.
Just came back from the grocery store.
Oh no, she's skinned and upside down. No, she looks a little bit like Catherine Hahn.
Yeah, I love Catherine Hahn.
Speaking of which, they're doing an Agatha Catherine Hahn spinoff.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm on board.
I'm totally on board for that.
Somebody complained. They're like, well, you're just draining, like, you're just doing anything to make the money. That's what everybody who makes TV shows does.
Yeah, that's the entire point.
Nobody's ever made
now we're just getting more characters.
Yeah.
And
nobody's ever made a TV show and then said, God, I hope this doesn't make money, so we're artistic.
I guess, it should have been... It should have been more of a connection where the girl could see through Michael's eyes.
Yeah.
So she knows where he is and... Where is he now? I think he's down this hallway.
Wouldn't it be even cooler? Well, I don't know if it'd be cooler or cornier or what, but wouldn't it be interesting if like it came to a point where she started to be able to control him?
Yeah.
You find out at the beginning he's controlling her and making her kill, essentially.
But the last sequence, then she's like, you know what? I can do this too.
This goes both ways.
Like when Jennifer Connelly told David Bowie, you have no power over me.
Yes, precisely.
And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Or the end of Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, that would be super great because then you'll have this great scene of like Michael Myers like choking himself in the mask. He's
It's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, man, we're at Halloween 5. When we run out of Halloweens, what are we going to do for our Halloween movie? I was like, we'll have to pick another series or something. But then I'm like, we have so many more Halloween movies to go before that's even a problem.
Oh, God. When we get to H2O and then when Michael Myers goes to space. And,
yeah. Oh, God, I hope that happens.
Oh, Michael Myers goes to college.
We may skip over the Rob Zombies. We'll see.
Oh, please, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, not as much. The second one is the worst movie, like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But the first one,
I love the preview too. It's just like it's a music video, and the dogs are. He's standing in the middle of the prison yard, and the dogs are barking. So he just yells, "Michael!" And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
speaking of me being angry at Rob Zombie, he's directing The Munsters.
The Munsters,
and you know who he has cast as
Sherry
Lilith.
Moon, baby.
Of course.
Yep.
And then they're like, and it was funny because somebody wrote an article about it. They were like, the Munsters has been cast, and you won't be surprised.
Like, oh my God, man! Like,
for God's sakes,
get over it, bud.
Yeah. What's funny is
the guy doesn't have an original bone in his body. His new Rob Zombie album was a piece of trash.
What kills me too is, and you're exactly right, because like it's that thing of like House of a Thousand Corpses was a brutal ripoff of Texas Chainsaw
Massacre.
And that reminds me too. There was an article. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts on this are. Variety tweeted. Well, it was their article, but I saw it on Twitter. It was. Halloween is an obvious ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Your thoughts?
No.
Thank you.
Absolutely no way in hell.
Exactly.
How the hell is it a ripoff?
Thank you very much.
Two murderers?
Yes. That's what I said.
My response
People
get killed in this one?
Yep.
People get killed in this one.
They got masks.
My point.
Yeah. I said the only way that they would have a similarity is if the William Shatner mask that dude that Michael Myers is wearing is actually William Shatner's face.
That was so wicked.
I was like, that would be the only acceptable.
He just went to space.
Yeah, I know. He was, actually two really interesting parts of that, because I watched the video of him in space and he's blown away. He's just, the whole time he's just like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like, he's just saying that like it's like me, my first time having sex. Oh, wow.
First and
This
only.
is amazing. Oh, my God. Is that Damone?
My question is, okay, so were they, the house they were just at,
Yeah.
where he was in, that's
supposed to be the Myers house.
the Myers house. So they're what's her name's gone and dead, I'm assuming. We just saw her get stabbed with scissors.
Yes.
And now everybody, because there's like a party there tonight or something, they're all still going to show up.
Of course they are.
Like I called you, you said you're having a party. You confirmed it yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, is the party still on? Well, he hasn't answered. I haven't talked to him all day. We're still going.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. But yeah, so anyways, the second part of the William Shatner thing was while William Shatner's talking, he's like talking and he mentions openly how he's a recovering alcoholic. And then Jeff Bezos goes, let's get the champagne. And he calls over somebody to bring a bottle of champagne. And then he like sprays the champagne like all over him and recovering alcoholic William Shatner. I'm like, that is how in touch billionaires truly are. He said something about alcohol, I think. But in the whole time, you know how like the adults in Charlie Brown here, wah, 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 wah. Well, what billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk here is me, 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 me.
Pretty much. That's hilarious. He literally says to him, and then he's like, let's get the brandy out.
Yeah, well, he was doing like a press thing or whatever, and it's like I didn't hear the exact whole thing that he
hell?
says, but then he's sitting there, and so the people were just lighting up Jeff Bezos and the girl who listened to Jeff Bezos. Because I don't care how much Jeff Bezos, like if I was Jeff Bezos' personal assistant, and he was like, bring me some champagne so I can spray this guy. I'm like, no, were you listening to him? No.
You're not allowed to do that.
Use
Jeff
your brains.
Bezos owns William Shatner. Like, come on.
Yeah, go get back
Is
on your
this
space
like a
penis. and be quiet.
dream, or does no one work at this loony bin?
Yeah, I don't know.
She was even hooked up to a machine. They're like,
Yeah.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah. It's funny how
It's like a little different thing. There's like a xylophone going or something there.
It's funny how many similarities all these movies have, because we've mentioned a lot of things about like Nightmare on Elm Street in this too, and this feels like one of those nightmare scenes.
Yeah, when in the boiler room.
When she's running from like Freddy at the very beginning, but then on top of that, like he's got her. That didn't take long. It's what's his face? It's Jerry Stiller.
You're hiding around down here.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, there's the nurse now. Okay.
And then it goes over one more, and it's Michael just standing there. He's got a towel. He just wants to help his niece. So this was actually an interesting one, too. This was actually the Halloween movie that got the smallest release of anyone. There were whole countries that didn't even release it.
What the fuck's their problem?
I don't know, but here, I've got a list here. Who was it? North America did. And then it was only in Argentina, Colombia, France, Germany, and Turkey. And then everywhere else, it went straight to video.
Oh.
So like the
fuck.
UK, Spain, all that went straight to video. So this one was a more disappointing one from that. Oh my God, she's so young.
I know what I'm saying. Like she's.
It's okay.
I think he's yelling at her because he knows she's communicating with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. But he's being very on top of a little girl in a way that's making me uncomfortable.
Oh, it's only this day and age.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be fine to lay on top of little girls.
Okay, she murdered her step-parents.
Yes,
or
yes.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, now he's roughing her up, which I'm kind of into. Well,
She's like, no slappy. She's looking at the back there.
Yeah.
She's like, no slappy, no slappy.
Yeah, that's one of the rules in this nut house. And I'm also into him always wearing gloves. I'm wondering because, like, you know what it is? Actually, I guarantee you this is what it is. Because the one scene he showed where he had the burn on his hand, if he's wearing gloves, he doesn't have to put makeup.
You got that right.
Hands. So that's what
just
that
like
is.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, they chopped off his hand and gave him a robotic hand.
Yeah, but then if he didn't wear the glove, you'd have to see his robotic hand all the time.
No, but they chopped off his hand in real life, so that wasn't to save it.
Well, he's a method actor.
Yeah.
Did the bad man with the scar scare you?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Okay, so your daughter turns out to be a murderer.
Yeah.
And then you're visiting her in the hospital. You've been watching her for a while. And then you find out that she's psychically speaking to some other murderer.
Yeah.
Don't you think you'd shake her?
No, because here's my thing. A is whether or not I'm walking in on another person shaking her.
Here comes Creed.
Yeah, I was going to say it's dude from...
Oh, is that his name, Creed?
No.
That's like a little girl sticking a hot dog through a donut hole.
No, but it's exactly who I was thinking of. Maybe it is his name. I don't remember.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Loomis.
But,
this guy needs some backup. Why is this guy always going alone?
Yeah.
He's like, how many fucking times do I have to fight Michael Myers alone? You think he'd have a posse with him? Maybe Michael Jai White,
he needs a couple of students. Michael
Jeff
Jai White.
Speakman.
Oh, this is a good Jeff Speakman era. Yeah.
You should have some dudes, and then these guys can fight Michael Myers as well.
Yeah, Michael Pare can really...
yeah, I'd love to see Michael Jai White fight Michael Myers.
Yes. It's just a bunch of Michaels.
Hey.
Michael Jai White, Michael Myers, Michael Pare, Mike Myers. I want to see a Halloween movie that's just Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
And it's way scarier. He's like,
you're thinking it's going to be a comedy, and you're like, this movie scared the piss out of me.
He's sitting there like, they go into the house, and they're just dead face, and he's like, oh, behave. But he's not as Austin Powers. He's just doing his lines, because he's like, I'm Mike Myers.
He's lost
You're
it.
into me.
Maybe that's what it is. Michael Myers goes to the loony bin. Because he's trapped inside all of his characters, but now they become murderous.
Yeah. He's constantly
He'll do the Shrek voice while he's killing some kid.
Yeah. He's constantly giving away unsold copies of 54 and what was the other one? Up in the Air?
No, The Love Guru.
The Love Guru. No, that sold out like crazy. Everybody got that.
It was a fucking hard bomb.
That movie is hard.
He should be allowed to have one, though. It seems like after The Love Guru, that was it.
I find good and stupid movies. Well, he did a couple more Shreks, and then I think he was just kind of...
No, but not one of his own, like, you know.
Yeah. I had heard like fairly recently he was thinking about doing another
Austin Powers. That's what I think so. I heard the same thing somewhere.
I would do that, but I would do it in a way that like spoke to what's happening with Bond.
Oh,
like how.
Oh, he's got the same mark.
Oh, this is the Man in Black, and you know what's interesting about the Man in Black? Played by the same guy as Michael Myers. So Don Shanks there.
Double whammy.
I didn't get to mention earlier is in Three Ninjas Knuckle Up and Dumb and Dumber were a couple of the movies he did.
I wonder if I never remembered this symbol thing.
I don't remember that either. I remember.
Is this like what gives Michael Myers his like...
Yeah.
Never-ending death power?
Well, I was wondering if that symbol got put on him while he was in the house, like healing. Because he didn't have that before in 4, did he?
I have no clue. I don't remember it, being honest. I don't remember it showing that thing on his arm.
I'm trying to think back, even in the flashback. Like, I'm trying to remember where the flashback ended and where real stuff and new stuff began. Because I don't think that the reveal of that was part of the flashback. I think that was part of the newness. He's reacting exactly appropriately to that, by the way.
Like, wow, he's pretty jumpy there, bud.
You would think his fight or flight would be like kind of under control right now.
Right? Like,
he's like, I've murdered Michael Myers a bunch of times right now. I think I can handle it. He opens it and they fall out again. He's like, oh my God, this is just a dispensary for dead rats. It's like a Pez dispensary.
Rat of dead rats.
I feel like
stealing candy from kids, or
if I grew up in the 80s, I feel like those would be the girls I would be trying so hard to be my girlfriend.
They're with this guy,
though. And that's exactly what would happen every time. And then,
of course, he has a car.
So I would have inevitably killed myself before 1993.
Nobody wants to walk to make out point.
No. He looks like... You know who else he looks like? He looks like Simon Helberg.
He's so pissed off.
Yeah, Simon Helberg from Big Bang Theory, like done up as a cool dude.
Oh, he doesn't like the scares. He's not into horror.
Yeah, scares are for pussies. Nice.
Here's the death count here.
Yes,
they have a bunch of horny teens get murdered.
I love that so much.
Did you notice that the blondies are with each other and the dark hairs are with each other?
Yeah, Halloween was the best at that. Like they go to high school and then they just instantly introduce a group of people, and you're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're all out.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that, $2.49 for a 6-pack.
Oh man,
got the Pepsi sign going on.
It's what crushes me too. Whenever I see gas prices in old movies too, I just want to die. It's $1.
Like, this guy's like way too cool. He doesn't even say anything to you.
Yeah. It's $1.40 a liter right now, which is more than like $5 a gallon. And then you see you'll see a sign in the U.S., like a U.S. gas station that's like $1.10 a gallon, which would be like 45 cents a liter. And you're just like, oh, kill me.
Oh my God, look at this loser.
He's like, up your nose with a rubber hose.
I know, right? Because cool fucking Mo D over there.
Yeah. What the hell?
This is how he drives.
Yeah. He's the only person who peels out to do a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
How does he wander around with the mask on and nobody has noticed him at all?
Well, it's Halloween. But I would think that a giant dude wearing a Halloween mask would at least like stand like he'd get some stairs.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is like downtown LA.
This guy needs
Toronto.
to die first because I'm
of course, I
I'm
can't
so
stay. Here we go.
over
Look.
him. I hate him. See, now that we're actually sitting, we're off the way we're sitting or something, so we kind of look the same size, and now we're kind of sitting evenly, and now I look like a tiny human being compared next to you, like the way it's true. Hey, mister. He's like, "Who, Todd, are you sitting in a higher chair?" Nope, this is just how like size works.
Oh, here we go, girl. Oh my God, he's gonna give a dukeroo with him.
Oh,
I'm scared. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember this movie at all.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Good, good one. Oh, we didn't see. I don't know if we missed him yet or not. But Greg Nicotero he does special effects for this movie. But obviously, he's like the guy behind a lot of the Walking Dead and stuff like that. He makes a little cameo in the movie.
Goblin costume pageant. Like, do you have to be a goblin?
Yes. Either that or the high school's mascot is the Goblins.
I love how the loony bin with the kid who's scared of, like, terrified that Halloween is murder night.
Yeah.
You're having like a goblin mask contest, so everybody in the whole place could potentially be Michael Myers with a different fucking mask on.
It's almost like they had a staff meeting and they were like, she's being a real snot, not talking to us. He's like, let's really quintuple down. Oh, his medical alert bracelet.
Oh, I think he's gonna open it. There's a razor blade in there.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's not good for her. They're gonna give her your medicine.
Yeah, I was just
gonna go off the fucking chain.
He puts that on her. Now you have diabetes. Whoa.
Ooh, his first cast.
She's gotten really slutty in this.
Mm-hmm. Well, ever since Loomis was on her.
I'm actually doing something that I've never done before. I want your advice right now. Let's hear it. Carrie and I are doing our first couples costume for a Halloween party.
Horse.
All right. I'll ask somebody else. Thank you.
What about like that one I always love that one in Roseanne where it was like a double and they're underneath the huge canopy of the dress and like she's holding the severed head.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah. Something really uncomfortable.
I actually just wrote an article for CGM. It's not out yet, but it's actually the top 5 movies or the top 10 TV shows that were like known for their Halloween episodes. So I include like Roseanne, Home Improvement, Buffy. The Simpsons is number 1. Just spoiler alert. Community was in there because they've got like that.
Oh fuck!
They've got some killer ones.
Oh fuck! She knows he's around.
Yeah. So yeah, but there were some really good ones. Modern Family had really good Halloween episodes. Nice.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he's in the car.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, but her boyfriend's name was Michael.
I like that.
Or she called him Michael because he's got the mask on.
That's 100% because I was reading a lot of things and they were like, this is the only movie where one of the characters' name is also Michael.
Oh, okay.
And
this
has to be the reason. Okay, that makes sense. Let me see what else I can find here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this was another interesting thing that I read. For whatever reason, all the major horror movies that have a part 5 all go through this interesting phenomenon. So this is Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers.
All the 5s.
Yes, all the 5s. So Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. That's his real face. That's why. But yeah, so it says Revenge of Michael Myers, but in the movie it doesn't say that. It just says Halloween 5. In Friday the 13th 5, where is it? That's A New Beginning. It doesn't say A New Beginning in the movie. It only says it on the cover of the poster.
Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, and Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, only says Nightmare on Elm Street 5 in the movie, but says The Dream Child on the cover.
That's a weird coincidence.
All 5 of them.
You're right,
all
because
3
this
of
one
them
just
did
said
it.
Halloween 5.
Yeah.
This guy looks like somebody had a Dick Tracy.
It's very
Like the guy that was in the graveyard, or not the graveyard, like the junkyard with the kid.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty decent quality mask.
I know, that mask is fucking killer. I wish I would have worn my my other one. I could have worn it all the episode. Can't even see the movie because I can't wear my glasses in it. Oh, she's gonna get the stigmata. She's gonna start floating in the air.
Oh, she's gonna get Royal Rumbled.
Yeah, I see. She can feel the murder.
I actually really dig this phenomenon in this movie.
I know.
Like I like it more than I.
This is a fucking good one.
Yeah, I like it more than I remembered.
Why is here comes the Man in Black?
Yeah.
Why is he after the friends?
There's probably just I think because they've been he saw those people in his house as like because he returned to his house and he's like there in the house, and I don't know what thing he's like what connection he's making to that. Is he's like, it's my house, I have to defend it, Home Alone style or whatever. But
get out of the car right now, lady.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the car.
Whenever somebody is creepy in a car, immediately get out of the car. Ladies, take my advice, because I'm going to do this to you without fail.
We stopped to get her some butts.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy, I don't want to hear this bitching before I murder you. Go get a cigarette. Oh yeah. Just go out the back door of the store, honey.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I think this girl's doing a pretty great over-the-top acting job.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like I think she's doing a really good job, actually.
I always liked her, and even in the Halloween remakes, I thought she was good.
Oh, that's right.
Because she's an adult.
Yeah.
Like, she's playing a teen, but that's what's really funny to me is how, like, the distance between, like, almost 20 years passed between, like, these movies and then the other one she was, maybe, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15. But she's playing, like, somebody who's, like, 5 years older.
Oh, she's talking.
Yeah.
She said store.
She's pooping.
Giant boobs.
She just starts doing this.
Oh, wait, is this real sign language or did you just make this up for the movie?
I couldn't tell you. That's what I'm like all the time, by the way. This is how difficult.
This is like the most terrible leads. Like, how and God, you were the worst charades there ever, lady. Like, my God.
All of a sudden, this guy, he's like, that's the old gas station.
Whoa!
You did it. Legit. That is
this the first movie where he's wearing a different mask?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so now he's putting on his other one.
Provided we're not counting when he puts on like a ghost costume or something.
Did he?
Remember in part 1, he's wearing the sheet over?
Oh, okay, well that's...
But yeah, we'll let that slide because he's probably
that's
still
just a
wearing
classic.
the mask underneath.
That's just a sheet, right? That's just classic Ghost.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was asking. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
And he's switched masks.
Yeah, he's got his old one on
I
now.
love that. I love that he's got a favorite mask.
Well, of course, once you're murdering for us. See, now they're catching on to the... Yeah.
I love the...
I was surprised. Sorry, I was surprised when he hit him in the head with that ridiculously sharp trowel. Mm-hmm. Like digger. And you think what? Come on now.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes.
He's gone.
I was surprised you saw it hit him right in the head. I thought it was going to be one of those like pull it up and then there's blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that too. She's dead and evil.
Oh no, sorry, she's alive and very much speaking again.
Yeah.
Aww. Tina.
It's funny because like
should be way deeper. Should have like some dude do Tina.
Yeah. Or it's Harvey Firestein.
Tina, I sound so weird right now. I haven't spoken in a while. I gotta call my mother.
I was just gonna say, can you tell me what happened to my mother?
You killed her, Harvey.
Oh no, mother, no.
Has nobody been looking for her sister or whatever, the blonde chick?
I don't know.
That got stabbed with the scissors.
Yeah. This was a nicer time when it was white women you didn't look for.
Oh, the 80s. Wait, when was this one?
The year was 1940. It's weird, right? But that's the truth. Halloween 5. I did Halloween V. Let's see.
My God.
89.
The girl, 89. The girl is crying a freaking ass. You need just to stay with her, and you're like, I gotta go party.
Yeah. The party's gonna happen. She's doing really not great acting right here, if I'm just going to say that aloud. Like, it sounds like she's laughing. Well, she half is, I guess.
Oh my God, she's just like losing it. Dude, I love these. I love this.
Yeah.
This is like if...
Oh, it's that guy.
For her own safety, you stupid idiot.
Follow her.
Like I said, nobody believes this guy. Has no one heard of Michael Myers from all 5 movies?
Yeah, you would think at this point
he's just the boogeyman still. I guess, well, because he disappears at the end all the time, right?
Yeah.
But wasn't he standing there in the 4th one and a bunch of cops shot the shit out of him and then they threw dynamite down the fucking hole?
Yeah. I'd be like Ben Affleck should play Loomis in the next version where he's like, I'm, what's it called? He's like, who are you? I'm the guy who's right about Michael Myers all the time. You must be the other guy. Or that was Mark Wahlberg.
I wonder if they ever explain this Man in Black.
Nah, forget it.
Like, they just cut it. There's like every now and then he's just there and he's got the same tattoo.
Okay.
He's like Michael Myers' brother.
With no memory of that. Yeah, it's Kane and Undertaker, totally.
Yeah.
What would be the funniest thing in the world would be if the movie ends, Michael Myers gets killed again, and then you just watch the guy get back on the bus and leave. Mm-hmm. Or you see he's there, he was there to adopt a dog. He had nothing to do with the whole, like, he's like, you just see him leave with his dog. He's like, I got my dog, I'm happy.
The Man in Black.
Who are you?
Nice overdub there,
Are you Michael Myers?
Oh, she's outside now. Oh, my Lord.
This is, Come on, Mental Institute.
Oh, but he's out there with her.
I almost feel like there should have been more kids and then make it like a Goonies kind of scenario. Or Monster Squad.
Gooners.
Yeah. Ooh, Monster. We should have done Monster Squad for this thing.
Oh, yeah. We haven't watched Monster Squad.
I've gotten in with the fucking star of Monster Squad, too. I could friggin' reach out to him. He'd probably do the show.
That'd be wicked.
Maybe we'll do that for next October.
Did you release the interview?
No. The interview we haven't even done the movie yet, so we gotta wait till we do that. We haven't revealed what interview we're talking about or what movie we're doing, but we got the star of a very fun '80s movie, or one of the stars. It's an ensemble piece. That's a hint. Mm-hmm. And then
Star Wars.
He was so cool.
Yes, he was,
and he was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out sometime in November. We've got a couple movies coming out. I think that'll be towards the end of November.
Guy on the left kind of looks like Dustin Hoffman right there.
Yeah. He's
got that Hoffman nose.
He's got a Hoffman thing, but he's also that one guy who, oh God, what was the something radio?
Talk radio.
No, Talk Radio, yeah. No.
No.
Radio. I don't remember. Movie.
So you gotta have 2 costumes, huh? Like a co-costume. It's gotta be like that.
It doesn't gotta be, but we figured we would. Just we've never done that. I don't know. Fucking no. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Oops.
Cops are out there waiting. Playing fucking cards. And I've been watching. They're playing Uno.
I did not forget cheat. Come on. Oh. This is Halloween. You know, this is why nobody ever believes anybody. That was another thing.
Watch. Oh my God, they're going to kill an innocent person.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you almost got shot, dude.
Yeah, well, this was actually another scenario because that would have been another Michael Myers who died. Remember?
Was not,
in part 2. See, that's not like an unnecessary thing is to have these like inept cops in the movie too. Like that seems silly. Oh my God, a cat. Great. Parties are weird. This is why I never went to
just like funny because like they're the ones who were like hanging around with the young girl.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Okay, so nobody believes them about Michael Myers, but there's other masks of Michael Myers to be purchased.
Yes. Well, because he just stole the mask from a...
Is it just supposed to be a William Shatner mask?
Well,
Like,
I think it's just a generic... It's supposed to be
Right.
just a generic mask because, like, he just went into a place that
grabbed
sold
it.
costumes and grabbed
yeah.
it. So.
That was a hardware store, I think.
Yeah, which, you know, that's where all the best costumes
Well,
are.
no, because maybe during Halloween they sell some masks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Small town.
Fair. Yeah, it's more like a general store
Yeah.
in that aspect. Yeah, I can buy into that.
I can dig it.
So the movie, in terms of success, it cost $5 million to make. It made $5.09
Boom!
million. So like the smallest margin. That's enough, though. That's enough for them to be like, oh, we can justify 10 more. So as long as it makes something, we can keep it going. Like this paid our catering staff or whatever.
These guys are fucked up.
Yeah.
They're chasing these cats around now.
People on Halloween are
She has no
always
idea where her boyfriend is or their friend. They're still just like, whatever.
who can be
Maybe a week later they'll think about them again.
Yeah. So this movie, it opened number 2 against the number 1, which was also a newcomer, Look Who's Talking.
No way.
So they came out on the same week and it lost. The Fabulous Baker Boys, Crimes and Misdemeanors were also in there. What else was there? Black Rain, Parenthood, Uncle Buck, and When Harry Met Sally were also in the top 10 during that time.
Uncle Buck must have already been out.
Oh, you know, those
For a
were out.
while.
Those were out for weeks.
Right.
And then they dropped down to number 6 the next week when Next of Kin and Gross Anatomy came out, and like this was a very short-lived. Like it had like 2 or 3 weeks in the theaters, and that was the end. Which I mean,
Next
all you do.
of Kin
Yeah.
with Patrick Swayze.
couldn't even be the other Swayze, the one that looks like Richard Mull. From Not
No,
Night
but
Rider,
kind of
Night
like a
Court.
weird Patrick Swayze mixed with Richard
Yes,
Mull.
Totally. Speaking of which, Night Court's coming back, eh?
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John-
everything's coming back for
I
God's
know.
sakes.
John Larroquette starring in it, but he's the only one because Marky Post is dead. Marshall Warfield is dead. Richard Mull, I think, is dead.
What about Harry Anderson?
Harry Anderson is dead.
He is?
Yeah, he died a while. He died like, quite some time ago.
I didn't know that.
But Melissa Rauch from Big Bang Theory, she's going to be playing his daughter, who also became a judge and decided to come and work where he worked after he died. So that's how that goes, and then it's just like her and really old looking John Larroquette.
Oh, fuck. I feel like Michael Myers has had a lot of time to kill these people.
Yeah.
And just is, I don't know, just waiting for the right.
Well,
He's like, it's spookier in the barn. I'll do it there. Like,
yeah. Well, but you figure he's really gotten time to plan now. Like he's got this down to a science, right? So now he's like challenging himself a little bit.
right.
He's like, yeah, I could have had all these guys dead in 30 seconds, but like Halloween Kills, I think he kills like 45 people in the first like
Holy
8 minutes of the
shit.
movie. Like the only way he would have killed more people is if he would have come out with an Uzi instead of a friggin' machete.
It's not even a machete. It looks like a.
Are they gonna have sex on kittens?
Oh, you haven't lived until you've had sex on kittens.
Finally. See, that actually works out because if you're having sex and you get an itchy back, you don't want to deal with both problems at the same time.
Oh, is this like when the body of what's her name's gonna fall down and out of the rafters and?
That would be nice.
Well, they just left her.
I'm waiting for the scene to occur. I don't believe it's occurred yet, but Don Shanks got really badly hurt in this movie because of. We'll get into the details when it happens. If we've missed it, I'll
I love now she's gonna be murdered in the barn, and they're gonna be like standing outside the barn, like, what the fuck is she? And then they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's go back to the party. She'll catch up with us.
Yeah, that for sure. What if all the kittens? He touches all the kittens and they become teeny tiny murderers. That'd be amazing.
All kittens are. I mean, come on.
Yeah, all kittens are murderers.
Murderers.
But yeah, I was thinking about that injury on set for this thing because Carrie during dinner was telling me about. I guess they're doing like an extreme version of America's Got Talent where it's only like the stuntmen and the escape artists.
Didn't that
and
one
stuff
guy
like
almost
that.
die doing a stunt or something?
This is something I didn't know up until today. A guy he was hung upside down 70 feet in the air, and there were 2 cars dangled, and if he didn't escape in time, they were going to come down and smash him. Well, they came down and they smashed him. The cars caught fire while he was crushed between them, and then he fell to the ground, landing on his head 70 feet.
Dear
and he survived.
Lord.
He survived. He's fucked, but he survived. Yes. That's something too that I feel like only happens in
Oh,
movies.
Jesus.
It only happens in movies or in rapes. This forcefulness.
Movies. What about movie rapes?
No, those ones are always different.
Those are consensual.
No, because those ones usually the girl gets knocked down and then he just gets on top and starts doing it while she's like, no.
Is this girl? Yes. No. Yes.
No, they never. It's
Are they hiding from the police? Why?
well because they've escaped from a mental institution and I don't think they want to go back because.
Are they like thinking about going to?
They're going to this
stop
party.
Michael Myers? Like, what are they doing here?
Their motivations are unclear, but they've escaped from the place.
Oh yeah, he's gonna stick it right through both of them. Come on, Michael. I haven't seen him murder in a while. Jones it.
It's the only good way to murder. Everybody's done it. The only person who didn't was Freddy because his blades aren't long enough.
They're not
to do
long
it.
enough.
And it's hard to get.
He doesn't use
everybody
other
on one
stuff.
train.
He's got the claw. He's
Yeah.
got the magic.
Yeah, it was just so funny to me that the end of that Nightmare on Elm Street though, how it's like it instantly felt like 3, 4, and 5 and stuff like that because he's like, oh whatever, and then at the end of the movie when like the hood comes or the roof comes up on the convertible and it's like the stripes, the Freddy stripes,
Right.
and I'm just like, oh.
They're like, ah!
There we go. I'm like, it's so the tone just totally changed, almost like a completely different director
took over.
He's like, oh, we need somebody to direct like this little bit at the end because
But like it wasn't
the guy's
in
coming
there
for
already,
reshoots.
right? So like we need to reshoot this end part. We have this great idea.
Yeah, and then they just like found like.
Did they forget that they were with the other chick in the barn?
No, she left and said like, you guys have fun.
Oh, fuck you! I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh no, she knew they were gonna make sex.
Make whoopee.
Yes.
Is he watching? What a pervert!
I hope so. Well, this is the only opportunity he gets to see things. There's no internet porn yet. And he's not getting it himself.
He's been dead for a year.
Yeah, he's constantly he probably like he probably stinks like rotten bullet wounds because like he's not going to hospitals to get any of those things sewn up or anything, right?
Because it's so embarrassing to ask to put a condom on.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
You know what I
condoms.
mean? Like, oh my god, we're about to have sex, but to mention the condom is really too much, over the line.
Well, we're still in that point, like in between the 70s and 80s, where condoms were a known thing, but they were still a pain in the ass. It's like when seatbelts became a law.
Oh,
Yeah, like when seatbelts became a law, people were like, "Oh, come on, seriously? What happened?
bullshit.
What happened to everybody that constituted the law in the first place is not going to happen to us." Oh, she's okay. Oh, that was like a cocky walk away. It's like that'll show you. It would have been great if it came through her, so it was just leaning on her and just breaking the skin.
oh, fucking!
so
I was
it
gonna
just hurting her.
scythe.
Yeah. This is why you do it in barns, because you have options.
Yeah, he's got no knife.
You don't have to worry about a kitchen knife.
Oh, she's gonna pull the thing out of him.
That's awkward, because now her fingerprints are on the murder weapon.
Like, who cares? Fuck that, right?
No.
Oh, she was going for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He looks.
they're
a
gonna
little
show her
bit
dead body after.
like, he looks a little bit like Miles Teller with
Yes.
a fake nose on.
Yes. Miles Teller playing
Dustin
Dustin
Hoffman.
Hoffman in the biography. Yep.
That's genius. Except Miles.
Now they're gonna be
Teller's
like, is it the kid again?
Yeah. Miles Teller's another dickhead.
Oh fuck.
He always seemed like an asshole, not just because he played like an asshole in a lot of movies and stuff like that. But
Oh my god, he's gonna chop his head right off out the window. Watch.
Yeah.
He's gonna lean way out. Hey,
It's
I
this
told
freaking
ya.
guy.
Yeah.
Hey, what shirt? It just occurred to me. I was looking at the thing. I'm like, what shirt are you wearing? I'm like, that's dope.
Oh, it's Mastodon.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Cool. I like it. I like symmetry. That's one of my favorite things.
See, good lady, huh?
Yeah, I can't leave these two. I left the girl who was in crisis easily, but I can't leave my friends
I
who
guess
are
is the
boning in
barn right behind the house?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were like halfway across town or some shit.
You know how awesome? Like, imagine if I could buy a house that was like on old farmland and had like a barn. I would like turn that barn into that would be our studio. It'd be a big ass
super cool.
podcast studio. There'd be a big video. Like,
Why is the party over all of a sudden? What's happening?
cops always show
Oh,
up
the
to
cops are
these
showing
parties.
up. Oh, now they're gonna start falling around the barn. Here we go.
She's gonna be stepping in body parts like to like not even know it because it's so dark in there. Maybe they screw quietly.
Maybe they're finished
That's a
already.
weird
They're
friend.
napping.
Like a good friend knowing they're going to interrupt sex would be like, hey, we got to go. And like, that's it. She's coming in, like looking around for him. Like, can I, like, you know?
Yeah, she wants to know if they're doing it right. She's going to lend a hand. That's a good friend.
Yeah, that is a pretty good friend.
Yeah, what the fuck is that, a kitten?
The cat
He's eating blood.
The cat ate the evidence.
Yep, well, they are going to be murderous cats now. They got a taste for human blood.
Feral.
No kitten's better been harmed in
Also,
this movie.
Also, 100%, you can't see. She's not seeing the blood in there. It's way too goddamn dark.
Oh, the reveal, look like.
Nice. Yeah, try and tell me it's not your fault. Pick up the pitchfork and put your fingerprints on that too.
Run, get into one of the other cars. There's like a bunch of other cars.
Literally
For Christ's
any
sakes.
Or just move. Just keep moving.
Yeah, run.
Never stand still.
The cops, dead.
That would be a good. I would dump them out of the car and just get in it and drive away. Drive directly to the police station and say the cops are dead. I took the car to get us to get away.
Get the hell. You did it down on the ground.
Yeah, she's white. They wouldn't let that happen. I actually watched a thing today. My wife sent me a video, and it was this woman who they pulled her over for stolen plates. And then they basically determine, like, they're like the VIN number matches, like everything matches, but the plates aren't right. So they determined that somebody stole her plates, put them on stolen car, and then put the stolen car plates on her car. And then the cop said to her, he was like, "Oh, good thing you didn't get like pulled over on the highway or something." He's like, "They wouldn't have known who you were.
They would have pulled their guns out."
And he said, "We would have put guns. You would have had guns on you." And he's like, "But because we could pull you over here, we saw who you were, and that
like through the window or whatever, right?"
So basically, she's like, "So we saw you weren't a black person. So like,
oh shit.
So you're cool."
I think, unless they run into the house, I think the one with the garbage chute was in the other one.
I think so, but I read in my thing that it said
Not the garbage chute,
specifically about the garbage chute.
the whatever chute, yeah.
Yeah, that's very weird because it said specifically in the research about the garbage chute scene.
He's after them in a car? He's all over the place in this one, bud.
Yeah, so this is actually around about here. I don't know when, but he gets hurt at some point.
Oh, it's like right here.
So...
Michael Myers.
Yeah, he crashes this car at some point. It'll be like obvious because the car catches fire. I'm just waiting for it. But
You hit by a car?
yeah, they abandoned the little kid. But I like that she's essentially outrunning a car, though. That's pretty good.
What is like? So if he does run her over, is that it? Is his night over? Does he just call it a night and go back to the shed, or what?
I think.
He's got nobody to kill next Halloween.
Yeah, well,
is he just going to go get an office job somewhere?
It's probably also really close to midnight. He'll find distant relatives. He's going to hop on Ancestry. And so now he's like, here it is. So the car catches fire here. He was instructed to stay in the car until the director called cut. But this was a first-time director. She was not used to a big stunt like this, and she was so in awe of it, she never called cut. So he was in the car getting burned, not getting out of the car.
Oh my God, I just would have got out of the car.
Finally, the stuntman is like, yell cut! And she's like, oh, cut! And then he gets out of the car, and he's like, ow, like, I'm hurt.
Oh, I would have just got out of the car.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
so.
that.
Yeah, but stuntmen are a different breed. They're just
Yeah, leave him in there for lunch. We'll come back for him.
Well, that was like, again, going back to Nightmare on Elm Street, there was this whole... Like, there was a guy, you know how very controlled those, like, human burning things are,
Yeah,
right?
like the
Where it's
full
always-
body burn.
Yeah, so, like, they always do that thing, and they take a couple steps, then they always drop to their knees and fall. And you can always see, they use the whole shot, like, right to the last frame before the guy comes in. But this guy, he did that, and then he went over and he swiped, and then he went over and he, like, went on the stairs, and he didn't fault that he was on the stairs, but he did probably, like, 10 extra seconds of scene in this thing. And I'm like, that's not the time to do that. I was like, everybody was ready to put you
now.
out.
He's just riffing.
Yeah.
He's just riffing.
Well, you shouldn't let Christopher Guest direct Nightmare on Elm Street if you don't want me to improvise.
Still coming. The Shape.
Nonstop. I like the idea of the name, The Shape, but the whole point is he's not like he's Michael Myers. Everybody calls him Michael Myers, but I know they're trying to differentiate. Like he's not Michael Myers anymore. That like Michael Myers died, and this is his body in a supernatural kind of form. Boom.
Ooh.
That a girl. That makes up for you abandoning her to this point.
She already got stabbed. Oh,
That's
in the
not
arm.
vital. Not vital. Although it'll make her shoulder feel like my shoulder does all the time. But go. Spin kick.
Oh,
She's still fine. Yeah. Oh, that kid's alive. Wouldn't it be awesome if that's the kid who saved the day? He like cuts off.
okay.
his
So
head.
now, you've already done this.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it again? Like when you get up, like, okay, I got, you're away, I'm alive, you're on your own now.
Yeah.
Right? You know she's gonna jump on his back or something again, right? And be like, I can't. I'd be like, no, you know what? I just took a couple knives.
Yes.
You run off. I'm gonna go the other way. Good luck. See you, kid.
Yeah, it's again, keep moving. Never ever stop, because every time somebody stops, it's like, I think we're okay now. That's when you get caught again. Move, move, move.
Lewis Wells.
See, I argue she's in more danger with him.
Oh fuck. Oh, here comes all the cops now.
Yeah, all the cops. They just start putting bullets in him. They're like,
Come on, Loomis.
"You still don't believe
Where's the
me?"
boy?
I saw somebody grab him.
Oh, they already grabbed him.
Yeah. See, that's good news.
She's talking again.
Yeah, well, she started talking
progress.
before. Yeah, but she won't be talking again.
And she
after
stabs
this.
somebody,
She's
you
done.
know, later.
I would have absolutely loved if they would have like made like when they did Halloween H2O. I think the biggest mistake they did, honestly, was to have so that all of a sudden Josh Hartnett is her son
Right.
and all that stuff. They should have brought her
they're
back.
Not canon.
They should have
totally should have.
even if they aged her up, even if it wasn't the same actress and it had to be like
You
somebody
don't need
who's
that.
not college
It
age.
doesn't need to be the same actress.
No, and it was like, because it would have been so much cooler because you had somebody who went through these experiences just as you did, instead of the stupid Josh Hartnett, Mom, you're just acting crazy. I know somebody tried to kill you nonstop for like 2 straight days, but you're so paranoid. And like, it was
Why
just
would you
that.
be so crazy, Mom?
And then it wasn't, and then even like when he finally shows up, it's still kind of like, I still think you're overreacting. Well, that was like, again,
LL Cool J lived in that one too.
Yeah. Well, no, but the rule is LL Cool J lives. He also survived Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, he did.
So that's what LL Cool J does, is survive.
He's a
movies.
survivor,
That guy
man.
usually dies first. God bless him.
Oh, he's talking to him.
I like this. We're gonna play. I'm gonna play with this.
You have to fight it in the place where it's strongest,
His pants.
where it all began.
His pants.
Nice. Is he inviting him back to a house
Get
party?
rid of this
Come to the party. We'll have a drink.
Michael, go home. Go home.
This is basically the same conversation everybody has to have with Todd after a night at the bar. Go home. That's where it all began.
I'm like, you're right.
Yes, Todd, I love you too. Go home. Go home. It's fine. Yeah, we'll start a band someday. I promise.
Yeah, we'll start.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be.
We're the best band ever, man. The New Zeppelin.
You're gonna be.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe he's gonna come home now and get her.
Yeah, sure thing, Todd. I'll play electric tambourine. It'll be great. Is that a thing? Can we get that?
It is now.
It's just a frisbee
Who's
with like
guy?
a plug. Also, can we also make that
Wow.
a thing? Girls who have been like really badly traumatized by people sneaking up and trying to murder them, stop sneaking up on them afterwards.
I think the guy's like with a gun. Hey,
Yeah, it's like peeking behind his
getting ready for the shower yet? Okay, I'll come back in 5.
It's like people keep coming up behind her. Hey, how's it going? Starts giving her like a weird shoulder rub. It's like,
Oh, my sinus cavity's like. It's losing it.
bless you.
I must be allergic to something in the woods here.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got a raging nosebleed in the wheelhouse to one day, and I'm worried
yeah?
that this is happening again.
I don't know. We could all certainly. His voice, like he's doing a weird thing with his voice. It's almost like, well, it's almost like somebody just said to him, "Act like an old guy," and he's like, "I am an old guy." Don't touch me with your sneeze hand.
They are using her as bait.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's Buddy.
It is Buddy. Who's Buddy?
Watch him again.
Let me bring him up here. I'll find him because I didn't.
Here,
see him.
look.
Oh, yeah. He was in Ace Ventura.
Yeah, he's in like tons of shit.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He's the one.
feel
Yeah,
like
they are
he's-
using her as bait.
Yeah. I feel like he's in a lot of...
He was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's in line when he's trying to check in. He's like, "Look what you did!" He's like freaking out because they didn't give him the wrong ticket or some shit.
He feels like he should always be like the police captain in like comedic like he should have been like a former captain. What's going on?
She's having a vision.
Nah, probably
Come
not.
on, ours is on the toilet. Two ply.
Yeah, he never does take a bathroom break. Do you think he just pisses himself and just keeps moving?
Absolutely.
Maybe he's a murderer because he's not hydrating enough. I've never seen him drink water.
Well, maybe he excretes his waste out of all the bullet holes. It's like a shit sprinkler.
Yeah, I buy that. I buy that.
I'd buy that for $1. We have to, every single one of us has to leave right now.
Yes.
Something's going on at the store. I'm sure the girl will be fine.
Yeah, come on, like legit.
Like-
Legit. Okay, we've set up this. At the very least, if there is something that important going on, you take the girl out of the house.
And yeah,
You're like,
whatever.
we're-
Look, they're all, look at, oh my lord.
SWAT.
Ah,
Oh, okay, phew. Damn. Do SWAT wear fatigues? I don't think so.
in the night, yes.
Yeah, yes. The time you need, or like I was meant to say camouflage, not fatigues, but yes. Same deal, I guess.
I'll stay at the house and wait for the mailman.
He sounds like if Dudley Moore in the Arthur movies just aged out.
Hey, we forgot the girl. That's screw it. She's with Loomis.
Yeah, he seems to be fine.
I'm sure they're in the middle of
Yeah,
they're in the middle of like trying to catch the super serial murderer.
Yeah.
And now a different call has like, and they left her. They said that they were taking her to the police station.
Yeah.
Oh, they are right now, but they all one guy's gonna take her.
yeah. It's
Like they all didn't go send a team in to get her, bring her, and then go.
Like, I feel like the scary movie version of that would have been like somebody's on the phone and they're like, "There's a biracial kid in a gas station. We gotta go check him out."
No, they're like, yeah, we just heard somebody just called from and heavy breathed an address.
Yeah. Oh God. I actually was looking.
Was that guy dead?
No, nobody's dead. This is not ideal. No, that's not that guy.
It's not the blonde guy because he was dead.
He was a different blonde guy. A man of good Aryan
Oh
stock.
my god.
Oof. Yeah. Hey, look it. She's reacting exactly the way you knew she was going.
Is this a joke, Eddie? It's Halloween. This is some kind of Halloween joke, Eddie. It's a joke again.
See, and this is my thing. I would rather be considered gullible and constantly believe them than this. Like, in all the horror movies, and again, we were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and the whole movie is just them not believing her. They're like, "Oh, you're just making this up. You're making this up." And then she's like, "It's Freddy Krueger. You're making this up," even though they all know who Freddy Krueger is.
Yeah.
And then she pulls, they're literally watching her. And as she wakes up, all of a sudden a hat materializes in her hand. They're like, "You're making this up."
Or she wakes up and there's like perfect slash
Yes.
marks on her arm that says Freddy's back.
We
they're like,
yeah, but like in the first one, there's literally people watching her sleep. It's like a sleep study, and they're watching her sleep.
Uh-oh. You stuck a gun in Buddy's face. It's like, you stick it with the girl, bud.
Are you scratching your arm like a meth head?
You just answered your own question.
Thank you very much.
You just, what? You said what?
It's that dry. It's starting to get
Shark
dry.
skin.
It's starting to get dry now. I was having the same problem today. For whatever
problems?
reason, it's my bicep. It's this guy right here.
Look at the arm. Oh, also, that was just over the radio.
Yeah.
So the other police driving to the store because of the biracial kid would have heard this.
I like that we've just determined this is a biracial kid.
And now they're like,
You're 100% right.
they're like, the
I
place
did-
we just left, the cop, one of our brethren there is just gagged out and died over the radio.
Yeah.
And we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, this 100% takes precedent. If nothing else, there's no way. This town is so small. There's no way that anything else going on requires an all cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it could be a serious thing that requires some police. You can remove some, But guess what? Keep those SWAT team guys handy and a couple of detectives.
So they've already had an all cars. So
Yes.
now this tiny town has had 2 all cars
Yes.
in the same night.
Yeah.
So I want to know what like superseded this.
Yeah.
The little girl
Yeah.
that's being stalked by a serial murderer that's already killed a bunch of people tonight.
Yeah. Somebody used a cheat code on their game, Genie.
Yeah.
Now they're speed
look.
running. Oh, there he is. He takes off his mask. He's like, I've been waiting to talk to you. Good God. Nice. Yeah, that is not a great mask.
Yeah, that sucks.
It looks like it's carved out of wood.
Is that even him? It's that blonde guy again. Playing a joke.
I love to party. He's still got the holes in him too, and he's just like, getting stabbed is just something you do at Halloween parties, baby. Woo!
But, Kenny, what I just thought of now is that they say that on Halloween is the one time of year that spirits can leave the graveyard and do what, whatever. Maybe
Yes.
that's what happens with him.
Okay.
Like he rises on Halloween because he's some kind of demon fucking. Yeah, that mask sucks balls.
Yeah.
If somebody comes back with that mask from fucking Frightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see that one coming there, did you, bud?
I did.
Is this the death of Loomis?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not in anymore after this, I don't think. I don't think he's in 6. And then after 6, it's like, then you get into H2O.
It must have been the other one.
It
With
has
her
to
going through the shoe. I think I remember it now, too, because
I'm
now
gonna
it
look
hasn't happened in this one.
I'm going to look it up because
It must have been. I remember it happening.
Okay,
We were
but
talking, so.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm going to look up... yeah, I just want to look up the thing for it. Oh, hey, did you see the Batman trailer?
Oh, man.
Looks cool.
Oh, my God, that movie looks amazing. I think Robert Pattinson is going to be an absolutely fantastic Batman.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool. Like
It looks good. It looks like, you know how like the Snyders were all just, we're dark. These ones are gritty, and gritty is a
and
better dark.
and it's
They
like
are
the way it should be.
Yeah, but gritty is a better dark. That's why the Tim Burton ones were so good.
Well, this one looks like it's like filmed in the nighttime in actual places rather than being like a CG blackened nightmare.
That could also be a part of it.
Oh, shoot him in the face.
And that's the thing. He always walks away to fall down too, which is a thing. Okay, let me see if I can.
So we can fall out of the shooting range. Oh shit, he's coming back.
That is another thing. They said the poster and cover for this movie have her in her clown costume from the previous movie.
Yeah.
But she never wears that in this movie.
Uh-oh. Oh, geez. He's choking. He's going to strangle him with the old blinds cord.
Oh.
Why the hell was that there?
I don't know. Something's going to happen.
Was that they were going to do to him? There was like a noose set up in the corner.
I suppose.
Damn it, that ain't even Loomis or the girl.
I'm trying to find this stupid thing.
Why did we leave?
It's another little interesting piece of trivia that Danielle Harris and Don Shanks became good friends. So the guy who played Michael and her were going out and having dinner together. Well, he'd take the family out to dinner.
That's
and stuff
hilarious,
like that.
right?
Or they'd take him out or whatever. I'm not finding it now. I looked at a lot of different places though, not just.
Oh, maybe this is it. Look, she's gonna go down the thing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay.
Here we go. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, this is good. I like this.
How high is that? Oh, she's okay. Oh, it's a thing you can crawl in.
He's
right.
trying to get out of the door. He just punched through the other door.
Yes. Yeah, you've literally you've done some pretty super strong things. Getting through a door should not be an issue. You got to do the American Ninja Warrior shimmy down. Although going down that thing would probably be the loudest noise in the world.
That's why she's holding on.
You might as well just be screaming, "I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!" Because it's like the metal that they use, the aluminum or whatever that they use for chutes and vents, is It should be called scream metal.
It's true.
You could just rub your
That's
finger
like
on
in
it.
in any friggin' like movie when they're like climbing through the vents and like, oh my god, like how would you be that? That's your first guess.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And then, when they're like, he's in the vents and they start shooting up in the vents, you would be so loud and obvious. I would be able to pinpoint where their heart was through the vents. Nice. That was a pretty cool shot, actually. I'll give it up for that shot.
Oh, that was the dead rat
that's
dispenser.
That's probably, this is a flashback, and that's how the rat died. She squished it.
Oh, fuck.
This is Christopher Nolan out of order.
Oh, fuck, he's coming out. Is that it? It was a laundry chute, I think. It
was a laundry
Wouldn't be
chute.
garbage. That'd be pretty gross.
Yeah, it's either,
It's like falling into the basement.
That being said, why were there rats in the laundry chute?
Nobody's opened it in a while.
Yeah.
This is the old Myers house.
Yeah.
It's all run down.
Well, it looked like somebody was there.
Oh, great, to climb up, girl.
Looks like she was about to have, like, kill me, I'm here. Kill me. I would love, that would have been a much more interesting, like, later on Halloween sequel to me, would be this little girl. Like, I would say where...
Now she's got American Ninja Warrior herself up there.
Like, where Jamie Lee Curtis's character had, like, a solid, like, 48 hours of hell with Jason. This girl had 2 years of torture. Right? And I would love to see a version of her where she's, like, almost like a Michael Myers doomsday prepper.
Right. Well, like, they sort of were in my Halloween
Yeah.
remake there, whatever, Halloween redo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's climbing.
Or in Halloween Kills, give the reveal that, what's her face's character? What's the actress's name who plays the daughter?
What daughter?
Like Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter.
Oh, she's an Ant-Man.
Yeah. But anyways, you find out that she is this character and that she's just like the trauma was so bad that she just completely repressed it and doesn't remember it. That would be cool too.
Oh, shit.
Oh. See, again, such a light material and a strong
You probably could
man
have just
put a
ripped the
sharp-
whole thing right off.
Yeah. That's the kind of knife test they do in Forged in Fire. They're like,
If there's a little girl trapped in a vent, can you get to her?
it's not about what the vent does. It's not about what the knife does to the vent. It's about what the vent does to the knife.
Uh-huh.
It will kill.
Oh, shit.
Nice. That's
got that
actually
vent pretty
really
good.
impressive.
Yeah.
That not only she got that, she
Good
got out
core
that door.
strength.
Nice. She's just gonna keep doing that. He comes back upstairs. She jumps back down.
Get your ass up to, oh, my God. These cops are just off the ball today, bud.
You find out Michael Myers called this in. It's like, yeah, there's 100 people got murdered in the building.
Yeah, he told you, like I said, they just heard heavy breathing. Trace the call. It's across town. It's got to be him.
I would like one horror monster, like Freddy or Jason or something, to be really good with tech. He's just like really good. He's like routing like
Well, the
internet
new
signals.
Chucky could because he could.
Yeah.
He was he was connected to your whole house. He was like Alexis or whatever the fuck her
Alexa.
name is. Whatever.
Well, at least you like pronounced a name. I'll give you points for that.
Oh, go put your mask on, girl.
Let's do an Alexa versus Siri, Freddy versus Jason style movie where they're both killing. It's Google makes the movie. And just
Google
shits on it.
production. Are they trying to outkill each other, or do they join forces eventually?
I don't know. Somebody did that one time. They put an Alexa and Siri in the same room, and they muted the one for a second and then asked Siri something, and then they unmuted it, and then Siri said something, and then Alexa responded, and it was like they were having a conversation.
Oh, this is where he kept them. Here it is. Here's the big.
Why do they always do that? She's been through all this today, and she's now just finding out that it's like her mother figure is dead.
Why would he drag all the bodies here?
I don't know.
Maybe to get rid of them so that she's just crazy.
He just likes them, yeah. But again, I don't feel like that's his MO. He's like, they're going to pin it on the girl.
Yeah.
He's not super concerned about that.
Oh, fuck, lady.
Do you like what I've done with the place?
You didn't really have to set all these candles up.
What I would like to do is
Oh.
with Jason and Michael Myers movies, I want to improvise all of his lines. I want to just go through them all and just add his lines to the movies.
Did you not just see her sit in there? Like,
I don't know. It's kind of his.
Oh.
Yeah. He saw it pretty easily, as a matter of fact. Touch him or something. Oh, Martha.
Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Oh, see, don't say his name. Maybe now because they're seeing through each other's eyes, so it looks like he's stabbing himself as a little girl, and he's all freaked out.
Oh, that's existential.
Or he takes his mask off.
This is actually like I'm like as much as the other movies were better horror movies, I'm enjoying the dynamic of this movie.
Oh, there he is. It's Jamie Lee Curtis.
That would be the twist. There we go. This is the one too, because he was blonde in the other movies when you see him without a mask.
Oh, you can't see him. He's like, you're ugly as fuck.
Yeah. You're an ugly motherfucker.
He's crying. What a little bitch.
Yeah. Well, because it's a whole like empathy based thing right now. Oh, put it back on. Put it back on. Well, that didn't last.
Way to
very
go,
long.
Loomis. What ruined it there? What happened?
I think his cell phone rang. He had one of those like Zach Morris.
Her cell phone went off.
See, she screams more at him every time because he roughed her up in that hospital. What is he giving her to him?
Whoa, he's done with it.
He's
like, take her. Might as well be done with it.
Yeah. Sorry, little girl, but if he kills you, this is all over. Like, how do you ever forgive this man?
Yeah, that mask sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, how do you screw up the mask? That's got to be the cheapest part of the whole movie. Like, even a good.
Well, but I mean, you think if you're gonna spend money on something in a Mike Myers movie, it would be his mask.
100%. 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's like, oh man, like to get the kind of mask we need to make it look good, that's cost prohibitive. No, it's not.
Loomis has got to make the hard choices, bud. He's not. He's just using her bait. There's like a big bear trap right in the middle or something.
Yeah. I would say even if you had to hand design each mask, which they didn't.
There you go.
Chain that. That's heavy as shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're going to need about 50 more of those. They're bad. It's probably meant for an elephant, too, and he
seems ready. If anything, it seems to be giving him more power. He's like, oh. Yeah. He's like, oh, these are filled with angel dust.
He's all chained up.
He's playing a chain ghost. Yeah.
Now he's just going to beat him with like he's got no bullets left?
He legitimately was hitting the actor with a 2x4, and he busts his nose. Right there, he busted his nose.
Really?
Yeah. And it's that kind of thing. You just hit him in the face, and he's wearing a mask, so you don't see that you hurt him, and you can't really...
Is this what isn't that what Corey Feldman kept yelling to Jason as he axed him?
Yeah. This is just his frustration of the last several movies all coming out at once.
Oh my God, Loomis is having a heart attack. Oh, for fuck's sakes. He was talking to himself, actually. Why don't you die already, Loomis? I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, he just goes away like Luke, just turns into the Force and just disappears and his
it's
clothes.
Just his clothes that,
And then he comes back and visits her like a little while later. See, he's on top of him too. He's just inappropriate. It had nothing to do with...
I hope that this... I mean, I'm not talking we need a friggin' Halloween movie every Halloween, but I'm hoping with this David Gordon Green one, it's not...
Yeah.
Like, it seems like this is like the final, but they always say that about Jason.
Well, there's supposed to be at least... I understand the impression that, there's at least one more.
Halloween ends.
So they'll do something
I think Jamie Lee Curtis is going to die in it.
Yeah. I think they'll finish it, and then I think they'll do Michael Myers just as a separate kind of entity.
Ooh, does number 6 end like... Is this the same where he's going to break out of prison in the next one?
I don't even know. I feel like every day it should be one copy.
You think he wouldn't have just thrown his goddamn body into an incinerator or something when he was passed out?
No, because that would just like the smoke would just like come back and
like
he's just literally leaving. Is that literally?
No, this is Man in Black.
Okay. No, I know, but that's why I was saying. I said when it's all done, he's just gonna leave. Is he gonna be involved? I'm very confused about this man.
That's like the guy that stands in front of in the street in Exorcist.
Yeah, but to the point where I'm watching it and I'm like, did we miss a scene?
No, we did not.
That explains everything.
Nope,
and of course we
did not.
Of course we didn't.
Every now and then you just see the man in black.
Yeah.
And they both have the same tattoo.
Yeah.
So maybe if you don't kill the man in black, then the shape still lives.
My whole thing is...
Oh, fuck. Oh, man in black's in there shooting everybody.
Yeah. Come on, Michael, we've got work to do.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they introduced something here that they never continued.
100%.
Like, we'll have to see next 2 years or
Yeah.
whenever we get to Halloween 6.
Yeah. I think the thing, too, is, like, my guess as to the whole explanation of it all is that tattoo is related to him being at that house, and he's been hooked up because he was hooked up to weird stuff that was also non-medical in addition to other things. So I think that there was the little cultish kind of thing going on there, and that both guys went through a similar kind of deal.
Maybe they trade off being Michael Myers.
Nice. Yeah, he's the next one, and this guy's lasted too long. He's like, come on, it's my turn.
Yeah, or no, well, they go off and on. He's like, you got shot and beat up a lot now. I'll take the next round.
Yeah.
Next Halloween's me. Halloween after that is you.
Nice.
Oh my God, why would you go in there?
Because,
Why in God's name?
because she's a princess. Or a ballerina, I can't really tell.
Ballerina Princess.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, they're all
That
dead.
is it. Like, legitimately, all I'm getting is Undertaker and Kane vibes. That's all I'm getting. Like, even the Undertaker does the no-cell sit-up the same way that Michael
Yep.
Myers does. This guy even rips he's ripping the cage
The
doors
cage
off.
door off like Kane.
There was a lot of fire involved. I am officially accusing the WWE of 100% ripping all of that off.
Oh, of course.
It's like somebody watched this movie and they're like, that's how we bring.
Whoa.
That's just the end. Boom.
The Man in Black. See, I
Jamie-
feel like they're both brothers. I feel like if you have to kill you have to kill them both.
Ellie Cornell and Bo Starr are the number one, or was this order of appearance?
Probably order
I
of appearance.
didn't see, because I was going to say, how on earth?
Bull band.
Look at Fat Sniper was one of the roles. That's fantastic. But like, how would those two be the first and second listed people?
I like that they just put him in a cell.
Yeah.
Like they don't strap him to anything.
I was gonna say there's no chance where he's not literally like chains wrapped around him on a table or like whatever for the entire thing.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like
That being said, I don't know that anybody was ready for the Man in Black.
no.
But you're 100% right though. I'm gonna look up 6 right now.
I don't know what the fuck. Like I don't ever remember this Man in Black thing.
and
I'm telling you, they introduced something with these tattoos that they never went back to.
I have no memory of 6, so
Which would be cool because it seems like they're finally at number 5 going into a direction where they're going to explain how the hell this guy keeps getting up. You know what I mean? Some supernatural fucking cult thing.
legit too. So Halloween 6. I'm gonna find the whole thing here. Oh shit, Paul Rudd's in Halloween 6.
No.
He's the fucking main dude.
Oh, no way!
He's Tommy Doyle from the first movie.
Oh, the
know
kid that she was babysitting.
Yeah, so he comes back to get her.
No shit. Let
And
me see
then
a picture of him in there.
Well, it's just
Oh,
his,
of
it's
course
just his
Paul
actual
Rudd's
picture.
in it.
Yeah, and he looks.
Come on.
I
The curse of Michael Myers.
No. So 6 years after Michael Myers last terrorized Haddonfield, he returns there in pursuit of his niece Jamie, so now played by a different actress, who has escaped with her newborn child. This I remember.
With her newborn baby.
Okay, so in part of this, Michael is allied with the cult of Thorn, who both protect him and gave him the curse of Thorn, the reason he killed all his family. So they do continue it.
Ah.
So that tattoo is the thorn.
Was the thorn in his side.
Okay, I have no memory of that.
The cult.
And then Dr. Loomis is back, and Dr. Loomis and Tommy plan to stop the curse, defeat the cult, stop Michael, and that's a lot of pressure.
Wow, that's a lot of
psychiatrist.
stuff.
They got a to-do list. All right, guys, that is it for this one. I hope you had a happy Halloween. I really do. I hope you got some candy. I hope you stole your kids' candy. If
Yeah,
you're not
that's the reason you have
trick-or-treater.
kids, man.
Right.
Fuck them. Take all that candy. Take all the good shit.
You betcha. See, get that government dough and get that other shit.
Get that government dough and that Halloween candy flow, motherfucker.
But that is it for us for this episode. As always, you can go to miscastcommentary.com, email podcast at miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. On TikTok, we're at miscastcommentary. Lots of ways to reach out to us. Also, make sure to check us out on YouTube if you aren't already, and if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and the notification bell to find out when new videos are coming out. Because we also have, in addition to our regular episodes, we have reviews and stuff that come out from time to time when I'm lucky enough to get a screening of a movie. So yeah, keep an eye out for us all the time. And,
Fucking A,
and
everywhere.
And if you're listening to this, hop over to the YouTube for a little bit, check us out, see what we look like, be aghast, but still subscribe.
That's mostly why.
You betcha. All right, guys, until...
Are they CG? Are those masks? What's happening? Is this claymation?
I am
What the
clay.
fuck?
I am 90% clay, and the rest of me is CG. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, until next time, see you later.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast media production.